Hey everyone, this is your stimulus update for Tuesday, June 23rd. This stimulus update is for those of you that are wondering about the first stimulus payment and where it is, and the second stimulus proposals and packages that are out there and being proposed. For those of you that are new to my channel, my name is Justin and I do stimulus check updates and financial advice. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed already and hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified each and every time I upload a new video. And be sure to like this video so that YouTube will share it with others. I just created a new Facebook page for Justin Baker Life, so go and follow Justin Baker Life on Facebook. I'll have a link to that in the description below. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the first stimulus check and help for those of you that still haven't received it. I'm going to talk about that first in the video, and then later in the video I'm going to talk about the second stimulus packages and proposals, and specifically what President Trump just said recently. First off, I'm going to be going over the first stimulus check for those of you on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, and VA benefits, and anyone else that may not have received their first stimulus check. And I'm also going to talk to you that are expats living abroad. And I'm also going to discuss those of you that have received a payment date in the past but still have not received their stimulus check. If you're wanting to hear about the second stimulus check, you'll need to wait until a little bit later in the video when I talk about that. Let's talk about the first stimulus check, the $1,200 from the CARES Act, for those of you that still haven't received it. Let's talk about the non-filers tool. I've been pushing the non-filers tool a lot recently, and that's because I've been seeing a lot of people that have used the non-filers tool after taking my advice and have been receiving payment dates or payments. For those of you on SSI, SSDI, Social Security retirement or survivors, or receive VA benefits, you may use the non-filers tool as long as you're not required to file taxes. I know that the IRS has said that you do not need to do anything, but most of you that are still waiting for your checks, you can use the non-filers tool just to tell the IRS where to send your payment and where your check can be mailed. So I get asked all the time, should I use the non-filers tool? If it were me and I still hadn't received my stimulus payment and I didn't file taxes and weren't required to file taxes, then I would use the non-filers tool personally. For those of you that are living outside the US, I know a lot of you expats are still wondering where your stimulus payment is and if you're even going to be getting a stimulus payment. If you haven't been claimed as a dependent and you're below the income threshold of $99,000 per year, you should be eligible to receive a payment even if you are living outside the US. I've had multiple expats in just the past couple days that have told me that they used the non-filers tool because they weren't required to file taxes, and they just received payment dates of June 24th. So if you're an expat and you aren't required to file taxes, go ahead and use the non-filers tool. The IRS may not have your most recent information and may not know where to send your payment. So use the non-filers tool to clear all that up, enter direct deposit information if you have a bank within the US, or give them your latest address so that they can send you a paper check. For those of you that still haven't received your payment, but you have a payment date on the Get My Payment tool and it already showed that you should have received your payment, you need to contact the IRS so that you can initiate a trace of your payment. The IRS maybe sent your payment to an old address, or they may have sent it to a direct deposit account that isn't yours. But if you call the IRS, they can initiate a trace so that they will know exactly where they sent your check, and you can know what you need to do, if anything, to receive your payment finally. The first stimulus payments are still going out. And yes, I know they're taking forever, and I know so many of you are struggling, and I'm so sorry for that. The IRS has been taking its sweet time, and I'm so sorry it's taking you so long to get your stimulus payments. But they are continuing to go out, usually every Wednesday for direct deposits. So keep checking the Get My Payment tool, keep checking your bank accounts if you're on direct deposit, and your stimulus check should be coming. So that's it for the first stimulus payment. So for those of you wondering about the second stimulus check, let's talk about that now. Let's start off with the bombshell that President Trump dropped yesterday. President Trump was interviewed yesterday by Joe St. George from Scripps Television and had an interesting exchange with him. So let's listen to what he said.
I have a lot of viewers in Florida, Ohio, Wisconsin, Michigan who are still struggling economically, sir. They spent all of that first stimulus check. Are you going to get them a second stimulus
check?
Yeah,
we are. Look, we had this.
When are you going to get it?
We had this going better than anybody's ever seen before. We had the best job numbers, the best economics, the best economy we've ever had. And then we had the virus come in from China, and now we're rebuilding it again. We will be doing another stimulus package. It'll be very good. It'll be very generous. And
how much? How much? How much? People want to know.
You'll find out about it. You'll find out.
When are you going to do it? When are you going to announce it?
I think over the next, I think it's going to be bipartisan. I think it's going to be over the next couple of weeks, probably.
Okay, so there was a lot to go over in that short clip. But President Trump said a few things that are very promising in my opinion. First off, when asked if there's going to be a second stimulus check, he said yes, there is going to be a second stimulus check. That's as much of a confirmation as we've received up until this point for a second stimulus check. When he was asked how much it was going to be, he didn't answer and didn't give any indication of what it would be. However, he did say that the timeline for it should be within the next couple weeks. We know that the Senate is on recess from July 3rd through July 17th and will be back on July 20th. That's the week that I think the Senate's going to be deliberating this next stimulus package. President Trump and his administration may come up with their own proposal that may come out before then, but the Senate will still have to deliberate on it and actually vote on it. So my guess is that week of the 20th of July is when the Senate is going to be discussing this next stimulus check. So there have been 3 different amounts that have kind of come out regarding this next stimulus check. The first one is from the Senate. Mitch McConnell has said he wants the next stimulus package to come in under $1 trillion. The Trump administration has recently said that they want their stimulus package or proposal to come in around $2 trillion. And we know from the HEROES Act that the House of Representatives is okay with up to $3 trillion. And I think that the next stimulus package or proposal will probably be right in the middle of those two, right around $2 trillion. Now the CARES Act was right around $2 trillion as well, so my guess is it's probably going to be around that same amount. And if it's like the CARES Act, then the payments to individuals would probably be somewhere around $1,200 each again. And based on this interview from President Trump, it does look like he's pushing for a new stimulus check. We know that the House of Representatives is on board because they passed the HEROES Act. So if the Senate gets on board, then the next stimulus check should be a done deal. Well, that is my update for Tuesday, June 23rd. Thank you so much once again for watching. If you have questions, leave them in the comments section below, and I'll do my best to answer them in the comment section or in a future video. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, be sure to subscribe right now and hit the notification bell so that you're notified each and every time I upload a new video. And be sure to hit the like button so that YouTube will share this video with others. Thank you once again so much for watching, and I will talk to you again soon.